But Mike, you did see Daredevil Born Again.
I did.
What were your thoughts, Mike?
They should rename it Daredevil Never Should Have Been Born. It's not fucking good. I'm sorry. Listen, man, I get people are excited and want to be excited for this show. Everything about this show relies on 3 stellar seasons of a Netflix television show to make it worth fucking anything. The show starts out trying to pick up where the original show left off, but in like the shittiest way possible. There's like these awful garbage tier CGI like moments that start out the show. It's obvious that they were done in reshoots and all of that. And then the show does like a rug pull to be like, oh, look at how emotional and sad everything is. Oh, aren't you invested in the fucking show? And then skips all of the development that could have come from that to immediately do what I've said from the fucking beginning the show is going to do. They immediately start off with the fucking angle that Wilson Fisk is an analogy for Trump and that he's taken over New York. He's trying to make New York good again. He's trying to help New York and he's got people divided. Oh, 50% of the city voted for him and the other 50% hate him. And they show people in this.
Is this what they're going for?
This is not a fucking joke. There is literally a scene where it shows Daredevil. I don't care if it's fucking spoilers. They show Daredevil walking through a crowd of Wilson Fisk supporters waving American flags, and then they all of a sudden start fucking attacking people and like starting fights in the fucking streets. And then because they're so fucking good at cinematics, they show a red light on Daredevil with smoke around him, and he's separate from all these people because he's not part of them. It's in the fucking show, bro. I'm telling you, this show is garbage from the fucking get-go. And the other thing about this, and this is the thing that nobody's fucking talking about, and you don't notice it unless you look for it. In this show, 90% of the scenes start with a woman starting the scene. It starts with her starting the dialogue in the scene, and it starts with her starting the actual like
conflict
the
or
moment
whatever
in the scene, the conflict of the scene. It always starts with them on the offensive and putting like other characters in the background. I don't fucking care if it's spoilers. They straight up
Spoilers.
Wilson Fisk. Listen, people need to hear it now because you're going to find out they straight up 1000% cuck Wilson Fisk. Straight up. Like, and I'm not saying like, oh, cuck, like, oh, they made him like sillier. They straight up tell you, yo, the bro's getting cucked and he has to deal with it.
Why?
Well,
like, is his wife cheating on him or something?
Yes. Straight up. The worst part about it is, you know, like season 3 of Daredevil on Netflix ends with the implication that he's going to jail. Like, Daredevil beats the shit out of him and tells him, like, yo, I beat you, the city beats you, the cops show up, all of this shit. They skip and ignore all of that in favor of, oh, I was out doing things. I was busy. I had to disappear for a while. They acknowledge that Echo happened. They acknowledge that Hawkeye fucking happened. He's got a fucking scar because remember he got his eye like stabbed out, but they just have like a scar there, so like he didn't really lose his eye because they realized how stupid it would be to have him walk around with an eye patch. And then he straight up runs back into his wife. She immediately tells him that he fucked up everything that she was doing. And then later he tells her, I know about the affair that you're having with this other person. And then they end up in fucking couples counseling, bro. I'm not making this up.
So now how many episodes are we in?
Two fucking episodes,
Of how
bro.
many? Of how many?
I think it's 8 episodes.
And is there like, how much of this ties back into any of the comic storylines? Like, you know,
as far as I know, because I haven't read Daredevil, the Born Again series, it doesn't feel like that at all. There is a very little bit, because people have said that there's no religious themes. There is one very little acknowledgement of Matt being Catholic. It's very brief, it's very quick, and it's over very quick, like really fast. They also do not understand his powers at all. Like, it is obvious that they don't understand how his powers work. Matt is like, he has like basically super hearing in this show. He does this a lot. He'll be running around, he'll stop and he'll go, oh, do I hear something or whatever? And then like that's what his power is. They think it's like super hearing. He almost gets hit by a fucking car at one point because he's walking down the street and he doesn't see the car coming. But Matt doesn't, like, he doesn't just hear things, he senses everything. Like, dude, it is not good. It is sloppy at best. And I'm telling you right now, like, everything that you see, all the action, barring one little thing in the trailer, is almost all exclusively in the first 15 minutes of the show.
Now, I did shout out to Lady Gravemaster, who like put like a giant spoiler in her tweet just to start it out. So I saw her again. I was like, damn, Lady G. But I did see the spoiler of what happens in the beginning, you know, and I'm just like, that wasn't even earned. Like, so what was the point of that? It's like for shock value.
Yep.
Someone loses their life. I'm not even going to say specifically, but like,
I won't spoil that part.
Wait, what happened? What'd you just say?
Somebody dies in the beginning of, is it episode 1?
Episode fucking 1.
Episode
in
1.
In the first 10 minutes of the show.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, again, me just seeing that, and I'm like, you couldn't even earn that? Like, and maybe you say it's earned by the previous, you know.
Oh, so they killed Foggy.
Well, there you go. So
you just fucking Jeremy's like, I'm not gonna say who it was, and Beardo's like, oh, it's
they fucking killed him. They killed Jon Favreau. Oh shit, that was Ben Affleck's Daredevil. My bad.
Now, Mike, I do have to just since I haven't seen the show, I have to be fair, and I got to say what everybody's thinking.
Yeah.
With all due respect, Mike likes Batman versus Superman. So what do you say to that?
Here's the thing. That Mr. Bug tried to make that fucking argument here. He's like, well, you know, you like some of Snyder's stuff. And so I have been just as critical of Snyder as I have been of anybody else. Just because I like the first 2/3 of Batman versus Superman, I've always said, and Jeremy can confirm this, I have never defended the third act. I've always said that Doomsday was a terrible fucking choice. The third act of that movie is a fucking mess. I gave the movie a 7 out of 10. Like, I didn't say it was that good of a movie. I said I liked it and I enjoyed it because I think Ben Affleck's Batman is rad. But like, dude, this
gonna
thing
follow
is
you
like,
around like last night's gonna follow the Democrats around.
The thing is,
Batman versus Superman take. So.
I will stand by my take no matter what happens. People can say they don't like it. That's totally fine. But that does not dismiss the fact that this show is garbage. Like, because here's the thing too. I've straight up said, Rebel Moon Part 1 and 2 for Zack Snyder, trash. He should not be allowed to make movies anymore. Nobody should look at that body of work that's the fucking last thing you did. You're only as good as your last fucking play, bro. Imagine Tom Brady, his whole career does amazing, and then the last season he breaks the record for most interceptions. He can't fucking throw the ball. He's shitting his pants on the field. That's what Zack Snyder did. He shit his pants in front of everybody and then went, oh, whoopsie. I would like director's cut.
I would like to point out that since Zack Snyder denounced Geeks and Gamers, look at his filmography. I rest my case.
The man ain't cooking anything good.
I rest my case.
Shitting his pants and then doing a director's cut where he shits his pants in slow motion. Yeah, bro. But yeah, I knew people were going to be like, well, you like Batman versus Superman, so I don't trust that this show's bad. Show sucks, bro. And anybody that's watching it is going, well, it's a continuation of those first 3 seasons. This isn't the same fucking show. Dialogue's not even on the same level. The cinematography is trash. I saw somebody say, like, the cinematography is pretty good. No, it's not. It's garbage.
So how does Foggy die? Who kills him?
I'm not going to say. I will say this.
If you don't say it, I'm going to look it up and I'll say it myself.
Daredevil straight up asked the murderer, why did you do this? Why? And the guy goes, and doesn't fucking answer the question.
Was it Bullseye?
I'm not saying who.
You just said it. You just said it.
Yeah, it's absolutely Bullseye. There's no reason for it. It's not like, I wanted vengeance on you. You ruined my life. He says nothing. He fucking laughs in Daredevil's face for no reason. And then they fucking put him in jail and you don't see him again. Makes no sense.
Okay,
and then not only that, but you think, oh my God, Foggy, that's huge. There's going to be a whole storyline about this. They skip forward a fucking year and ignore all of that and just tell you that him and Karen aren't friends anymore and she doesn't even fucking live in New York. Like all of this shit, they just skip over all of it, completely ignore all the emotional payoff of that in favor of skipping forward a year to be like, that's why Matt isn't doing things. He doesn't even live in Hell's Kitchen anymore. He moved out of Hell's Kitchen. Daredevil isn't in Hell's Kitchen anymore.
Jesus. I gotta address something. Jeremy's using Mike as a black shield to spoil Daredevil. I just want to confirm that's 100% true.
Yeah,
that is 100% true. That is
and I
what
respect
I'm doing.
the hell out of it. So. What are you gonna do? Call me racist?
Okay, so I saw your tweet last night. Are you getting a lot of people disagreeing with you or not?
I'm getting a couple people. The main thing, of course, was like some people being like, you like Batman versus Superman. How can you even say that? I don't trust your opinion. I'm like, cool, man. Listen, if you want to go shovel dog shit in your mouth because I tell you that it's gross and you shouldn't do it, then that's on you, man. Imagine somebody says, yo, that's poop. Don't eat it. And you go, yeah, but you like Snyder's movies. I'm like, all right, bro, like, do what you got to do, man. But like, don't get mad at me and be like, oh, this is poop. It's like, I told you.
I personally think it's always justified to hold people accountable if they like BVS. Such a bad fucking movie.
I fucking hate you so much.
Okay, and just remember, and Beardo does too. Beardo likes it too. Beardo loves it.
I like the Ultimate Edition is a lot better than the theatrical.
Fuck that fucking movie. Fuck that fucking movie. Okay.
No, the Ultimate Edition's good.
No, it's not.
I gotta show you this real quick. Oh my God, dude.
Double back again with a $2 next. Punisher doesn't use guns anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing too. Bunch of corrupt cops fucking catch Daredevil and try to kill the guy for trying to protect this like innocent civilian that they're trying to cover up some shit. And sure enough, they shove him up against the wall, and this tattoo shows on this cop's arm, and it's the Punisher logo. And I guarantee you that it's going to be a bunch of people co-opting the Punisher logo, saying we're out here doing the right thing and no half measures and all this stuff. And Punisher's going to have to step in and set them straight.
Wearing the new Marvel Punisher logo instead of the old one,
bro.
Wow, dude! If they do that, Space Digger with a 5. Not saying Mike is wrong, but it's hard for me to just trust his judgment when both Gary and Razorfist said they enjoyed the show.
Well, Gary and Razorfist said they liked it, so it must be good. Like Razorfist hasn't been walking around taking L's for the last like month and a half.
Yeah, if Razorfist says something, take it with a huge grain of salt. That dude's fucking insane.
Hey, I like
spoon of salt.
Yeah,
I like Razorfist too, but you know, like.
I don't. Maximus BT with $1. Thank you. Razorfist said that the Green Ranger was the worst thing that ever happened to Power Rangers. What? Like, I've never heard a fucking more ridiculous fucking take in my entire life.
Heel turn was trash. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
dude needs to get his life together.
I didn't watch Power Rangers. That was past my time.